Hey, what's up? What's up? It's your girl Shasta popping on here to talk about Real Housewives of Potomac. Y'all, Mia done lost her damn mind, ain't she? Juggling all these minions. Okay, all these minions has got her over there losing her mind. And I'm just trying to figure out between them big old feet and that skin, there are so many other things she could be focused on instead of raising all this hell because she has chosen to restart a new chapter before closing another chapter in her life. And that's her fault. But y'all, let's talk about it. All things discussed on this channel are alleged in my opinion, and they are definitely for entertainment purposes only. Okay. Real Housewives of Potomac, episode 9. Season 9, episode 9. We are picking up where we left off last week when Mia's made the comment, um, the father, all my children's fathers can get along or whatever. And the ladies was like, the fathers. Mia shares that she's been married before. All right. She says she's got 2 children by Gordon, but her first son, her oldest son, is by her ex-husband. Now, I find that interesting because didn't Mia insinuate on a Instagram post that Gordon groomed her? How did Gordon groom you if you had already been married and had a child? Somebody drop down in the comments and let me know how that worked. Cause it sounded like you had already been groomed. Cause you was already a wife to somebody else at one time. And you had already had a baby. I'm just saying. Y'all, I'm telling you this chick here, boy. Mm-mm-mm. Um, so she said, so Gizelle brought up the whole the men and the kids by the pool and all that had taken place. And basically she was saying that, or Mia was saying that Gordon also hangs out with the first husband sometimes. And that, they all get together sometimes. And it's normal for them to all hang out. From time to time when Gordon's in his right mind. So Karen jumps in and says, I don't know why we all attacking Mia right now. Karen, hush. Why is you trying to come to Mia's defense? She been tearing your ass up and dragging you by your goddamn wig edges all the damn season. And here you go trying to pipe up for her. Sit down and hush. You just hush. You just sit over there and be quiet and let them do what they need to do with Mia, because you best believe Mia ain't finna show you not an ounce of mercy, honey. So just pipe down, Karen. Um, and everybody's like, we're not attacking her. We're just trying to figure out, what's going on. Jacqueline jumps her ass across the table to me. Can I speak? Can I speak? Cause I was there. I was there. I'm sure you was there, bitch. Yeah, I'm sorry. But Jacqueline makes my hair on the back of my freaking head or neck stand up. Like, I cannot do her. I cannot. She's doing too much this season. Why is she back? Why is she on our television? Did Mia say I ain't coming back if y'all don't bring Jacqueline back? Did she then go to Jacqueline and say, bitch, I need you to be in overdrive because I done got you back on this show? Like, what is happening? Why is she... Aside from the fact that they probably bumping pocketbooks, like I already said, in my opinion. and rubbing on each other, cootie cat and stuff like that. Why is she bad? She offers nothing. I don't want her. I don't want her. I don't want me. I don't want her. But she basically says, when Gordon's in a good space, he likes it, but then when he's not, um, he starts doing all this other talking, all this other complaining or whatever, whatnot. And so everybody's just basically looking at me like, girl, well, why are you trying to sell it like it's all good and it's not? You know, even Kay was like, we get it, Mia. You trying to be the glue to hold everything together, but you have to understand that it's not feasible and it's actually very irresponsible. It is. It is. Because you keep flaunting the new man in front of the old man that has the mental issues and you act like it's not going to be a trigger for him. Are you trying to send him into some type of episode by doing that? Like, the hell? So, anyway, um, Gizelle was pretty much like, I thought y'all were taking a break, talking about her and Ink. And Mia's like, just because y'all suggested that shit don't mean we had to do it. But Mia, they didn't suggest it. You the one that told them that Ink said it. They didn't suggest it to you. You set your ass over there and said that Ink said if I need to step. Like, do you be remembering what you be saying and how these conversations be going? And I think we established the last couple of seasons that you've been on here that you don't. You don't keep up with your stories that you tell, and then you get mad because you didn't forgot what you said and how stuff get to where it get to. But you was the one that told him that he said that, and they just agreed with it. Like, well, yeah, you know, if that's what needs to happen, that's what needs to happen. And then you up to somebody, y'all tell me to do that, I don't mean I have to do it, but they didn't tell you to do it, doofus. so, so um they get up because Wendy's getting, I think it was a citation from the mayor and or governor, mayor. I can't even remember y'all, but anyway, they get up. They're going back over to the table, and as they're walking off, Mia gonna look at Jacqueline and say, "You never have my back. Just stay over there, girl." This is what I'm talking. The dynamic with those two is weird. Mia expects so much from her, and I just need to understand why. I just need to understand why, Lord. So then um Ashley kind of pulled Stacy to the side and was talking to her. And they were both talking about the fact that they're both going to mediation for their divorces the following week. And she basically tells Stacy, she should talk to Karen and Gizelle, and because they both gave her some really good advice when she was getting ready to go through her divorce. And she was like, after the whole thing with Wendy, that they were gonna go in, I guess, and talk to Karen and Gizelle. I noticed that when Stacy was sitting there with TJ, she was trying to force this conversation with him. He wasn't a bit more paying attention to her. Stacy, girl, I like you, girl. I really do. But I need you to know that that is not your man. Okay? That is somebody else man, and they are probably named Bobby or Jim or Ronald or somebody, honey. Allegedly, in my opinion. But Stacey, that ain't your man. I want you to move on from TJ because TJ is not even he. Y'all don't even y'all don't even look good together. I like to look at people and kind of see them and kind of look and feel like I'm looking at a Max and salt and pepper set or something. Y'all not giving me Max and salt and pepper sets. I need you to go out there and find your pepper, TJ. Or Stacy. I need you to go out there and find your pepper. Because you a salt, Stacy. Then go find you your max and pepper. Okay? Because TJ ain't it. Um, so after that, they Stacy and Ashley go in the house, they talk to Gizelle and Karen, and the ladies are basically talking to Stacy about, what to expect of her mediation. Stacy's saying that she's choosing to be optimistic and that she knows who she married. And Giselle's pretty much like, yeah, you knew him before, but you don't know him in this state. And Karen pretty much tells her, you said y'all grew apart, so you don't know him anymore. And these are all facts. Stacy, baby, the man that you married is not the same man that you're divorcing. So you just need to roll up your sleeves and get ready to dig in. Because it could get rough, or it could go as smooth as baby oil, but you have to be prepared for the fact that it could get ugly because you just don't know. And again, who you marry is most of the time not who you're divorcing, because if that was the case, you probably wouldn't be getting a divorce. Just saying. Um, and so Gizelle gave her some good advice. She said, write down everything that you want and need for you and your child. Make a list of it and have it ready for your lawyer on on Monday when you get ready to go for your mediation. Um, After that, we see Wendy outside with Eddie and his siblings and their kids, and she's introducing Eddie's siblings to, her kids, their aunts, and that was a beautiful, beautiful scene. Um, to see Eddie be reconnected with his siblings, and you could tell that they love each other. They have missed each other. I just cannot imagine having siblings out there and not talking to them regularly and being able to share things that happen in my life with them. And I was really, really, really happy to see them reconnected and the kids to meet their aunts. That was a really beautiful, beautiful scene. Um, After that, we get Gizelle and Grace. I always love when Gizelle is with her girls. I feel like when she's in mommy mode, that's when she's her best. She's just so chill and funny and relaxed with them. So I always like their little cute scenes. They talked about the twins, and how they gone off to college, and I talked about the fact that um, one of the twins, I think Adore, Grace was saying Adore is gonna end up having a breakdown at some point, and Giselle was like, about when do you think it's going to happen? Because I need to get there to be able to help her when that happens. And I just thought that was really, really sweet. Um, and they talked about the passing of Giselle's dad, and now that Giselle's an empty nester, Grace asked her what she was going to be doing. And this woman said a cooking class, and Grace was like, yeah, you need one. And Giselle felt like her cooking good, and Grace was like, no, you can bake good, but your cooking need help. Giselle, go and get the cooking class, honey. Go and get the cooking class, because that might be what you need to go ahead and lock down the man. Because you got everything else going for you. You're a beautiful woman. Now you're an empty nester. You can walk around that thing with your man and do what you want to do. So go and get the cooking lesson done, girl. Then we get Ashley. She's basically at the house getting ready for her mediation meeting with Michael. She's having like an all day meeting, and her boys are running around on the counter in the kitchen, and then getting their stuff together to go. Boys being boys. I think I have Because I have come to accept the fact that Ashley Boy is going to be on that counter in every scene. One of them boys going to be sitting up on that counter in every scene. And I guess they used to it now. They ain't fell off there that we know of. So I mean, I guess it's all right. Mine ain't getting their ass on my counter. Okay. But if it works, I ain't gonna tell nobody how to do their house. I guess. We get Kay and Greg, at Greg's workplace. I get the feeling that Greg feel like Kay ain't pulling her weight as it pertains to working at his company. And when they started talking about it, Kay kind of went into a conversation about the lawsuit and the direction the lawsuit was going in for the one that she filed against the girl that hit her and caused that scar on her head. So mm, that's all we got from that scene. But I'm very kind of interested to see that dynamic because I definitely from the interaction from with him and the interaction with the other people that work in the office, which are his family members, it just seems to me like they feel like she ain't pulling her weight. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this plays out the second half of the season with him and her working at that place with him. Um we get Gizelle, Karen, Stacy, Ashley, and Wendy. They all meet up. Looks like they all meet up at a cute little brunch spot. And they asked Stacy how her mediation went, and she said she learned a lot. Stacy shared that she had not paid bills in over 15 or 20 years. And she said as they started going through things and talking through everything, there were things about the finances, there was accounts she wasn't aware of. And so now, because there's so much information that she didn't know about, they have several appointments that they have to go through to figure out who gets what and how things are split out. So, that conversation was a kind of a awakening for Wendy because Wendy shared, that she is kind of in the same boat. She said she wouldn't even know where to send her mortgage payment to because Eddie has pretty much done everything as long as they've been together. And so she's just like, if something were to ever happen, I'd be lost. I'll say this. If you have a man that's a husband that's going to be a provider, let him provide. However, just have the knowledge because anything can happen. It doesn't necessarily have to be a divorce. It could literally just be he could get sick or just anything could happen. So it's always, I believe in preparation. And so just to have the information and just know kind of break glass in case of emergency thing, I think every woman should at least be able to be self-sufficient. It's not the 1940s anymore. And it doesn't step on the man's toes. It doesn't make him any less of a provider. It doesn't take away from what he's doing. But I think you should at least know what all bills you have and how to make sure they paid every month if you had to. So Ashley talked about her mediation, and basically she said they did not come to an agreement because Michael has added a confidentiality clause. Mr. Ass Grabber. Of course, he added a confidentiality clause, baby. He don't want you talking about all the little stuff you probably know about him or didn't heard about him, or anybody bringing up anything else on the show. And so he done added this clause, and it's for eternity. And it says that he can't be talked about ever on the show at all. Ashley said she was like, I can't sign that. She said, because I can't control people and I can't control what they talk about or what they do. And she was like, he's got in there that they can't say nothing disparaging about him and all these things for eternity, nigga. So Ashley was like, no, I'm not signing that. So now, um, they have to figure, she said they were figuring out the next steps. Now, what we know is that since this, because this was filmed earlier in the year, I guess, early in the year, as of late, we have heard that their divorce, they have reached an agreement on the divorce. So I guess they got all of this worked out. But at the time, they hadn't. Um, so then we have Karen. She meets up with her daughter, Raven. They have a cute little lunch date. And Raven basically tells her, updating her on her life. She's got to deal with Amazon. Um, and she's apparently into marketing and lives in New York. But Karen also talks about how some of the girls have been on her about her case and being very judgmental and this and that. And basically, her daughter is like, if people are not worried about you and your well being, first and foremost, they're not your friends. And they're not. And Karen, that's why I said earlier, hush. When they get Mia, let them get Mia because Mia is trying to get you. Okay. Mia is trying to get you. So you need to hush and let them get her. And that way you don't have to get your hands dirty. Now, Grandom, you know all this. You don't need me to tell you. Let them get her. Okay? You got enough to worry about. Um, After that, we get Mia and Jacqueline. Mia got Jacqueline at a damn boutique trying to buy her some clothes, talking about she country. She is. Okay, she definitely is. But this goes back to why I say they be bumping pocketbooks. Because why is you out here trying to jealous Jacqueline? What? Pocketbooks, rubbing. That's all I'm saying. And so they sit down, they talk, and Mia asks Jacqueline how her and her dude are doing. I think his nickname is PP or whatever, which is crazy. Um, and Jacqueline says they working through their hurt and working through their things. And Mia was like, "Well, y'all been dealing with each other for like 13 years. Like, what else do y'all have to work through?" And Jacqueline was like, "Well, you and Ink been dealing with each other for a long time." And Mia says, "But we just recently decided to make it into an official relationship." I'm just anyway. And so Mia said her issue with Ink is Gordon. She said that's the only issue they have. Um, and she tells Jacqueline that she's going to address Gizelle about her comments about them all being at the pool because she feels like it was out of place for Gizelle to bring it up in front of the other ladies what she saw on her Instagram because she like, is she obsessed with my Instagram or something? Girl, ain't nobody obsessed with you. But everybody know you be lying. And the fact of the matter is they have to go behind your ass and fact check your shit because you be lying all damn time. You be sitting up there, you be saying one thing and you talk out of both sides of your damn mouth. And so of course, when they see shit, they gonna say something. And it's just that on that. So Mia says every time, she's with Cruella DeVille. Now I don't know if she calling Karen Cruella DeVille or Gizelle Cruella DeVille. But as far as I'm concerned, she don't need to be calling nobody Cruella DeVille because she got too much money for that face to be doing what that face doing. And I don't care. I'm gonna keep saying it because she always somewhere trying to drag somebody and talk about somebody. And she got a lot of motherfucking nerve walking around here with that with whatever's going on with that face. So Mia, Cruella DeVille your ass to somebody's damn table and figure out what that is on your face. Um, so Ashley has an event at a homeless center. All the ladies bring their babies, which is totally cute. Um, and it's a event where Ashley is going over the edge of a building. She's climbing down the edge of a building like Spider-Man. her boys are there and they watch her do it. And she, I feel like she felt that this was a very liberating thing for her to do, which I think, sometimes you have to walk out on faith for certain things. And I think that's what she was doing. I think she is finally getting to this place where she realizes I'm about to be a single mother out here. And she's ready to finally be done with Michael Darby. So hopefully we finna start getting some real storyline and Ashley finna give us some action. Okay. Because I feel like the divorce looming and the uncertainty of it has been the issues. So now that she's getting to a solid place with that, maybe, just maybe, we finna get storyline. But Ashley, girl, I'm gonna tell you right now, if we don't get storyline from you soon, I don't want to see you next season, and I ain't playing. As cute as them babies is, I don't want to see y'all next season if you don't come with some storyline. Um, Mia sees Gizelle and says, "We'll have words later." Gizelle looking like, "What, bitch?" Gizelle was like, between Gordon and that damn F on the shelf, you got ink. Why you got all this smoke for me? What you want with me? You got enough to do. So when they finally sit down, Mia take her ass over there and sit down with Gizelle, and it's like, first of all, she threw shade at Gizelle because she said, "I like this dress," and Giselle was like, "Thank you." She said it kind of gives bedroom slipper dress. Mia, so you saying she wore pajamas to the damn event or whatever? I just feel like that was shady. Like, you, girl. They all say Giselle can't dress, and Giselle can't dress really. However, Mia, I don't like you, so you should have kept that comment to yourself. But Mia basically is telling Giselle she should not have questioned her in front of the girls. She was like, certain things in this group I understood. And she goes to hell and says, like, when your girls was sneaking them boys in the DR. And Giselle was like, "What?" She said, "You get out here, you post your girls and talk about your life and make it seem like your girls are so perfect, but they was sneaking, you caught them sneaking a boy in on the ring down in the DR." Everybody was looking like, "Bitch, wait a minute." And Karen was like, kids are off limits. You don't bring the kids into it. Giselle was like, "Yeah." She said, "But I don't bring what my girls do or don't do out here because my girls have social media. And if they want to put their business out there, they can put their business out there. But I'm not putting their business out there." Mia, you are low down, dirty, crater face, big foot, pH balance thrown off bitch for bringing them girls into that damn drama with Gizelle. It's a lot of different ways you could have went with how you approached Gizelle about bringing up the whole ink and gore and stuff. But instead, you tried to comfort that woman's daughters, and you are wrong as fuck for that. Because what if she come back to you and start dragging your ass about the fact that you don't know who your baby daddy is? Then you gonna say she wrong when she start dragging you by your goddamn edges about that. But you sat up there and tried to get her daughter, bring her daughters and whatever fuck they was doing into that mess. And Adore and Grace and Angel, they ain't got shit to do with it. They ain't got shit to do with it. You a low down, cradle face, dog face, ugly ass, Bigfoot, PH bounce on off bitch for that. And you know you are. You know you are. Karen said Mia done lost her damn mind trying to keep this pimp village together. And she have. Mia literally walking around here thinking she got damn Madam off of Queen. What is the that Tyler Perry show? Queen's Court, not Queen's Court, but the thing with Eva Marcel. That's who the fuck Mia thinks she is. And bitch, ain't nobody scared of you. Who do you think you are, Mia? See, this is what happens when you bring these people on these shows and y'all done brought her in there. Y'all done let her ran all over y'all these last couple of seasons. And that the bitch done lost her mind. Now she done brought this sidekick in here. And the sidekick thinks she can talk to y'all any kind of way and do and say whatever the fuck she want to say to y'all. Gizelle, goddamn it, get your ass up and get activated and clock in. Because I told y'all on the very first episode that Mia was coming for you or Karen's spot. Y'all motherfucking ass better clock in and get activated and get that motherfucking line. Tell her either fall in line or fall the fuck off. Because, we don't want Mia being the face of Real Housewives of Potomac. Her storyline is trash. She trash. That nigga trash. That all of it. The whole is trash. Throw it away. We don't want it. So y'all need to clock y'all ass in and get activated and do what y'all need to do. See, this wouldn't even be a thing if Candace was still on that, because Candace would have clocked Mia ass and went on and drug her and honey. Gizelle, because you sat there and you talking about you just taking it in. You better, you, Giselle, get it together. Because get her and hair up. I'll be waiting at the door. Okay, y'all. That's it. That's where it ended. Make sure to like the video. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Make sure you have your notifications turned on so you'll see when I upload content. And also, as a reminder, when I get to 500 subscribers, I am doing a giveaway. So definitely, definitely, definitely tell a friend to tell a friend, tell a friend to subscribe to my channel. All right, y'all. I'll holla.